Hello, hello, hello. My name is Phoenix. It's been a really long time since I've uploaded anything. I've been at college doing college things, lots of computer engineering and stuff. Fun fact, that's my major. Um, and so I was searching for I had some computer problems a little while back, and I was searching for my other Agrarian Skies world that I had very little progress on, and I just wanted to play it because I mean Agrarian Skies is great, and I wanted to play it, and I didn't have it on my more or less new user profile, so I was searching for it in all of my old in my old user profile, and I found the old server code. So what had happened was, if you haven't watched the Agrarian Skies series, which I recommend doing, I build a lot of cool things, but I'm not going to spoil anything. Go watch it. But anyways, so what had happened was I was recording that series, and the last episode on that series is actually quite a while chronologically before what I'm about to show you, because I was just really consumed, I guess, by the construction I was doing. And then the server owner decided that he wasn't playing it that much, and he wasn't really getting his money's worth out of renting the server. And so he decided to shut down the server, and I didn't have time to do any more videos. I didn't have time to record something to say goodbye and tell you that the series was over. So pretty much the series is over as of now. I might add some more details to it later. I don't know. I'm gonna try to build my own server here in a month or two and get this up on there so that I can actually play it. Warning, it's going to be pretty laggy because I am both running it on my computer and recording. And even though I have a pretty decent gaming rig, it's still going to be a bit laggy. I'm not exactly sure why, but just a fair warning. So without further ado, open up the old server. And I'm gonna put my face to the ground because I just remembered I saved my location in a place that's not optimal for a tour. So let's go. Let's go. Where am I? Let's go this way. Is this the right way? Yes, it is. Okie dokie. So, if you've watched the previous series, you've probably seen all of this. This is where I started out. So I've got some chests, and well, I stripped some of the things out of here a while back. Got some ender heads because I was a boss killing endermen. I was actually killing endermen with, oh, there's one of my farms. See that water source right there? I was sitting in that water source fighting endermen, and they couldn't get me. It was kind of awesome. Anyways, pretty sure all of these chests are empty, but guess they're not. Anyways, so this is where I started. Did a lot of grinding, and and I had some Tinker's Construct stuff here, and it was all fun and good, but I eventually had to move out. This is where all of my trees were originally grown. My new world actually looks somewhat similar to this. But anyways, and then I got some dirt, and I started growing plants, and I did a lot of fishing. This is where I got all my water and made sand to do the Agrarian Skies stuff. I started farming wheat. Wow, I have a lot more food on my new one. What was I doing wrong? Anyways, and then I managed to get a lava source. And if I remember correctly, that was right over here somehow. And then I moved it because it wasn't in a very optimal location. So I built this big stone cobble generator. So it takes one lava source, two water sources, and fills that little pond, because that's just my big giant water source. Because if you've ever done this, like if you've played Minecraft, you'd know that it's kind of annoying when you've got a 4 block source, and sometimes like if you take water too quickly with your bucket, it'll actually destroy the source, because Minecraft physics aren't that great. Um, but anyways, it's not a huge problem, but I just decided to, you know, circumvent it anyways. So I've got that big source, but that's not really a highlight of this tour. These are some armor stands. I really like the armor stands, and one of the neat things is underneath these, I think I put like a lever or something, because if you have a redstone source and you right click on it, or maybe it's shift right click, I don't really remember, but I'm not going to do it. You can just walk up to them and then shift right click and it'll trade out all of your armor. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, so I have this cobble generator, with, I even have pistons. So there's a clock under this big slab right here, and it's currently turned off, but it would put out, see where those 2 torches are? It would put out 2 lines of cobble on those 2 things, and those would stretch out way far, but I stopped it for obvious reasons. So then I built a workshop, and this is like the 5th or 6th like generation of the workshop. There used to be, this whole wall used to be those barrels, but as you can see, I've upgraded to some AE storage, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I've got all my machines. Those are really all I need right now, to do stuff that the computer can't do, and I'll explain that in a minute. Because, I mean, I've got this to charge my backpack. I've got 2 backpacks, actually. So there's one, or jetpack, I mean. And there's the other. So I just got tired of waiting for it to charge, so I just made a second one, and and then fluid transposer, magma crucible, pulverizer furnace, and induction smelter, and sawmill. Those are really all I need at this point. And then I built what is arguably the tallest possible furnace in the game. So you can go all the way up to there. It can smelt 2 full stacks of stuff at a time, and then it outputs all of those into this large tank. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, so then that holds things. Nice thing about deep tank, that's what it's called. The nice thing about a deep tank is that it doesn't mix any of the metals like this the furnace does. So you don't have to worry about that. You can just put as much junk in there as you want, and it'll be fine. Oh, I've got, is that seared? I don't know what's in there, but anyways. And then I built this. This is a high oven, and it's just a lot faster and a lot more efficient than the smelter, but it's a lot harder to build and a lot harder to use. And it can only do, yeah, it's just a lot harder to use. And then I also have a mob farm here. As you can see, I have a lot of heads. Part of that is because I've got this sword with beheading, and so I would just sit here. To level up the sword, you just sit here and you attack the things. So they fall all the way down. I could go up and show you that. Yeah, let's go up and see the mob farm. So I built all of this like in the early stages of the of this base. So up here you can see there's some dark space, and creatures just kind of show up, and then they fall in onto the conveyor belts. Those used to be water, but I realized that Endermen were dying, and I wanted the ender pearls and heads and stuff, so I stopped using water and I converted it to conveyor belts. So they fall into the conveyor belts, get pushed into the hole, and then they fall all the way down. Oh, can I go down, please? Apparently not. I've got a jetpack on, so I can't go down on ladders, which is trivial. But anyways, so they fall all the way down and hit the bottom, and they get dropped to 1 heart. And then there's a little, what's that thing called? Punji stick. So there's a punji stick in the middle. Reason being, I like to kill them with my sword to get, experience on the sword. and heads and whatnot. The punji stick does damage, like as far as the game's concerned, the punji stick does player damage. And so what happens is so the creatures fill up around the edges, and then when one more falls down, someone gets pushed onto the punji stick and dies. Or if it's a spider, it just dies immediately, which, there's plenty of other things. So, yeah, so things are just dying all over the place. And then I've got some barrels, some upgraded barrels, that are collecting all of the stuff. As you can see, I have quite a lot of things. That's a number of stacks times the amount in a stack. So do the math, that's how many items I have of each. Yeah, it's a lot. Ignore the quartz wall over there. And then this is, I think, an experience. Yeah, this is an experience tank, but as you see, I've got it draining into my liquid storage. And again, I'll get to the storage later. I started a bee farm, but I didn't really get very far. I'm not really that good at cultivating bees. I've got farms for everything. I've got 3 different types of trees: rubber, oak, and birch. I've got oak over there. I don't remember why I built that. It might have been to just get lots and lots of wood and leaves, because I needed lots of dirt at one point. I've got a wool farm, I think. Wool and sheep or something. I don't remember. And then I've got over here, there used to be like pigs and cows and chickens in this one, I think. I don't remember why I built another one, but I did. So, and then I've got a whole bunch of different crops over here. I don't remember what any of these are. So I've got Brussels sprouts, lettuce, blackberries, carrots, wheat, corn, beans. What's this? Tomatoes and potatoes. So these all used to be individual, what I called, I think in the series I called them like farm pods or something. I just combined them all together because I figured why not. And I'm not showing you any of the behind the scenes right now because it's a lengthy thing. And then I just kind of grew some stuff. All of those farm pods used to be right here, and then I got rid of them all and moved them into one unified thing. And then, yes, you see it. So that is the glory of this entire map, at least on my side. Besides, the farm, or into the forest that I built over there. Fun fact, this is a thing to get the division sigil. Never got around to it. And then this is a farm that harvests fruit. That is a forestry farm. So, yep. All of the flowers are for the bees. I don't think I planted any of these. I might have. I don't really remember. So this is, yes, that is quartz with 3 layers, 5 layers of quartz, I think. Yeah, 5 layers of quartz, 3 layers of iron, and then the rest is smooth stone brick. This is a reactor building. So I've got 4 of the largest, most efficient turbines possible with big reactors, at least at the time of building this. And then 1 reactor. This reactor is doing very little. So it's not actually running anywhere near maximum speed. It's running pretty much like 5%, I would estimate. It is not running very hot, and it's still chewing through, looks like about 2 buckets per tick. Just about. So, and all of that steam is going to this turbine. I'd need about 8 buckets per tick to fuel all 4 of them. But I can't really muster that right now because you would be amazed how much 8 buckets of water per tick is. That's like filling... Actually, I don't even know. Okay, so that's pretty much all of my stuff. I was going to build a castle on that green patch right there, but I never got around to it. So that's pretty much all of the surface here. I built a little house, but I don't like it that much. So now let's go underground and see where all of the action's actually happening. So this is where my I guess second workshop was. So this generates cobblestone. Well, actually, not that. This generates cobblestone, and then it pipes it to these 3 lines of pulverizers. Um, this one, oop, see, I told you it's going to be laggy. This one creates gravel from the cobble. This one makes sand. This one makes dust. Each one of those gets piped to one of these sets of autonomous activators, and those then use the sifters to sift them, and then they get outputted out the top. The water pushes them, the water and the vacuum hopper pull them here, and then they get put into this chest, and then they get sorted out. This used to be all like pipes and servos, but then when I upgraded to Applied Energistics, it just... Sorry about that, my headphones are a little glitchy sometimes. It just made sense to convert this over. So, yeah. So everything gets sent into my Applied Energistics system, and then the rest, or all of the metals, get sent over here. So I've got 3 smelters, each one fueled on lava. I've got plenty of lava, I'll show you in a minute. And they smelt all of the ores down, and if they're working properly, they should be empty most of the time. This one is not working properly, as you can see. So there's some blood in there that's... Oh my goodness. What keeps dying in there? Anyways. Yeah, so that one's kind of screwed up. I'm not really sure why. And then this one's another one. And as you can see, I have a lot of tesseracts. Those pretty much keep everything moving where it's supposed to. I've got power running everywhere. I've got some farms for nether warts and things. This is just kind of the bowels of my island. As you can also see, there's stone everywhere. I don't know what this room is for. Whatever. There's an exit to outside because I need to get around a lot. So I've got a few of those. And then all of my farms are above me. So, and then I've got another room over here. This collects... Wow. Alright then. So I guess my liquid storage is full. Because I can't fit any more mob essence or liquid XP. Wow. Anyways, what in the world did I do here? I really don't know. Whatever. Anyways, lots of farms and stuff. So, okay, now on to the more interesting part. So if we go back over here, we're back to the cobble generator. This is where all of my power originally came from. All of those reactors that I showed you don't power this base. They power some laser mining drills, which I'll show you in a minute. This is my ender pearl automatic harvesting system. All of my farms are automated. Because there's simply not enough time in a lifetime to keep up with all of this. So I have machines doing it all for me. So I've got a little over 15,000 ender pearls currently because of this automated system. And I'm gonna eat some grilled cheese. Grilled cheese I found is like the best food because it's super easy to make, and like all of the parts or all of the components are super easy to get. And yeah, this makes witch water and then turns sand into soul sand, I think, and then it goes through the same processing system as everything else. And then these are tesseracts for sorting and stuff. Well, the tesseracts don't do the sorting, this does. But anyways, and this is the magic. So this is my computer, or my Applied Energistics automated crafting system. So I've got this thing, which keeps all of the recipes. So I can craft anything out of this whole list. And then I can add recipes to that. And then these are just machines that do the crafting. So the computer craft, or not computer craft, the AE system tells the machines what to do, and or just gives the machines the items, and they do the crafting. These interfaces contain, well, most of them, half of them, contain the crafting patterns, and then the other half just collect stuff. And then here is my power controller. All of my power for this entire system goes through this block. And then the power actually transfers through these data cables, which is kind of convenient so that I don't have to, worry about data cables and power cables. I've got these crafting terminals and whatnot all over the place, but I don't really need them because I have this terminal, this little pocket terminal, which is nice. This thing connects mine and my base to Blazen's base, which isn't really important anymore because he's not around. Well, I mean, he's not on the server because I'm running it on my computer. This is my storage system. This is where it all got transferred to. So each one of those blocks can hold up to 1 billion of the assigned item, which you see labeled on the front of it. I chose the things because those were the ones that had like lots and lots and lots of stuff. So makes sense. Those hard drives are also storage. Anything that's green is either not close to full or pretty much either not close to full or empty. Anything that's orange is close to full, and anything that's red is full. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. And so if we go into the terminal, you can see I've got a lot of things. I have 1 million sand. I've got almost 1 million gravel, 7 million cobble. I've got a lot and a lot and a lot of stuff. So yeah. So my computer system automates everything. I'm not exaggerating. It automates everything. So now let's go down a flight, and there we go. You can see this is where this is my actual base power. So this one turbine powers everything up there, and the turbine collects steam from this reactor. So yeah, that one giant reactor with those 4 giant turbines power 4 laser mining drills. This medium-ish to small reactor and small-ish turbine powers everything else. That just tells you how much power those laser drills take. I've got a battery backup. I don't know how much power I have here. Let's see. That's 5 million RF times... I have a lot. Let's just leave it at that. This is where all of my water comes from, water generation. So there's aqueous accumulators in a checkerboard pattern, and then there's water blocks, source blocks between them. So I've got I think 8 layers of that on each, total, and then that's pretty much it. That's most of the tour. This is some more processing ores and stuff, and then I layered everything in stone to make it actually look like an island. So, and then I put grass on top because I wanted to feel like I was actually in a world that I had just kind of sculpted rather than built. And yeah, so this is oh right. So I was going to show you the last thing is this. So here's the top of the reactor, and there's the laser mining drills. Well, the lasers, anyways. And then up at the top of the tower. And I don't remember why I built it so tall. I think I just wanted it to look really cool. Up at the top of the tower. Oh, gotta go up another flight. Nope. There we go. Here are the laser mining drills. So these are chewing through all of the power. I think only one of these is actually working. Even though they all have the lasers. So, but anyways, so these just produce lots and lots of stuff. They mine metals and ores and stuff out of the void. And I'll tell you what, the site up here, the view is pretty cool. So I could come up here and look out and see everything that I'd built. So yeah, that is a tour of my island and everything that I built. I spent about 3 months over the summer 2 years ago building this, and it's been lost until today. So I thought I'd make a tour to let you guys see everything that I'd accomplished. So anyways, as of now, this is the last video in the series. I'm probably not going to put any more work into this world because it's going to take a lot to continue anything. just because of the magnitude of progress that I made. So as of that, that's the end of the video. I know it was quite a long one, but there was a lot that I wanted to show you. So subscribe to my channel. I understand if you don't, because I'm not very active anymore. I've got a lot of other things going on, but I would appreciate all any subscriptions, and hopefully I'll get back to YouTube one day as a hobby. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Phoenix, and I'll see you next time.